Hit the record. Awesome. All right. Welcome, Nancy. I am so excited to chat with you today. Thank you so much for taking time to shed a little bit a light on your story and how you lost 100 pounds in around 9 months, which is quite unheard of. So well done. Well done.
Yeah.
First, to congratulate you.
Well,
Amazing.
thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much also for joining me today. Now, I would love to for you to share your experience because you're such a I think you're so inspiration. You're such an inspiration to other women. And would love to chat with you 10-15 minutes just to go over your experience. All right,
Okay.
so I wanna first of all, congratulations again, yes. And can you paint us a little bit of picture about what was your like before we met? What was your life like before we met? How did you feel? What was your diet like? What was your exercise like? Can you share a little bit with us about that?
Yeah, I'll go through that briefly. I think before I met you, I'd probably just recently retired. So my goal, well, I had been physically active, but sometimes it was not constant. But anyways, once I retired, I thought I want to get into a more regular routine. So that's what I started with, going to the recreation center and, being involved in drop-in fitness classes there. And there was some time in the weight room that I was doing and the track. And then I wanted to be involved in the community, like volunteering as well.
Right.
So, and also like sports activities had been always been part of my life. So I thought wanted to continue on being physically active if I
So,
could.
so before we
So
met, you started working out back again because you had more time, right? Like you
yeah,
were, yeah.
yeah, I had more time. I had more
And
commitment to it.
then how was your diet like before we met? So when you were working and before you retired, how was that?
Well, I realized I needed to make some changes in my diet too to be more consistent and there was the snacking part of it that was going on. I was thinking that, oh, I can still snack. That's not a problem. And then there's evening snacking that was going on. So, and thinking, well, I'm working out, or I'm doing fitness related activities. And so I realized, no, I was starting to gain weight and I did need to make a change.
Mhm.
So, and, and
Thank,
that,
thank you for
that
sharing.
happened for me.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Thank you for sharing that because we often, like it's we need both, right? We need nutrition part and we need the movement part to come together to actually get the results, right?
yeah.
And I used to be like that. I'm like, no, no, no. I can have my burger. I can have everything. I'm just gonna run it
Yep.
off tomorrow, man. And like at some point in your life, like it doesn't work like that anymore, right?
No, no, it doesn't. It
Yeah,
doesn't work
yeah,
that way
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
No, no.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm sure you're not the only one, right? So I can relate to that as well. So, you lost 100 pounds in 9 months, which is almost unheard of. And again, I want to congratulate you. Can you tell us a little bit about what were your key drivers for the success? So, what brought you to be so successful? What was the key? What was the key point?
I think realizing, following the program that had been set out and what um, foods that I could be eating on the program, there was a wide variety of actually food that could be involved in when I was eating while still in the program. So it's, like it's a behavior modification. So, and there's a lot of foods there that I see I do like. So, and they're part of my routine right now, and I hope I can keep it in. That's my plan, to keep it going. So, and I think having meeting with you beforehand about the program and knowing you before I started this program, I don't know if I would have found this program or not, to be honest. So, and it gave me the starting point to get started on this program. And I felt comfortable, I think, working with you as well on this, knowing that I knew you beforehand.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and then, of course, be involved with your Pilates program as well.
Right.
So
Right.
it was, and it's been a big learning experience too. I've learned a lot. and there's times when I needed to correct things, so I would correct those things
That's
and just move on and just okay, move on, and always knowing that you were going to be there if I needed to send information or ask a question or let you know what was going on. And I know I became fairly independent when I was doing this program as well.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, and I love how you shared actually, there's a lot of foods, right? We usually think about weight loss and we usually think about these programs or diets, something as, oh, okay, you can only eat, three veggies and one protein and that's it, right? Like we always think about there's not enough variety, but I love how you shared that it was actually a lot of variety and the foods that you do like, right? So when we make the plan, we actually that's why I ask you, is there anything you do not like to eat, right? Because the plan needs to be, in order to be successful, it needs to have the food that you like to eat, right? Because
yes.
like if you don't like to eat broccoli, like and the broccoli is on your list, yeah,
and and there's some items that I found that I really like, and I'm like, for example, I keep bok choy for some reason seems to be my go-to right now, and I
nice.
just uh, and not I didn't really have it a whole lot beforehand, but so and for some reason bok choy seems to be my go-to.
I love
So
that, right? So when we reset the metabolism, we actually start, we have a different taste buds, right? And then now you're enjoying the foods that you would like bok choy, like, I don't know, like, yeah, bok choy, sure, right? Another veggie. But now you're finding that you actually like bok choy.
yes, I do. Yeah.
That's
So
cool. That's
yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
So
So you're really, I'm seeing you're really owning who are you now. This is a new Nancy. You're showing up in more confidence and how this confidence has impact your life beyond the body and health, right? How it has impact your everyday life now that you
I
are
think.
more
Oh,
confident.
I yes, I feel well. I feel I do have more confidence now. I feel more positive with my what has happened with me, like losing the weight, and it just makes me feel so much better about myself personally, as well as physically as well. And and now with the exercise, I'm on a very regular routine of exercise or physical activity. So, and it's going to even make general activities what I'm doing much easier as well. I find like in life, and so
Yeah.
it's just been very positive for me. I think to
So
see
uh,
the changes.
yes, I love when you shared with me, oh, I just went skiing again,
Well,
after 3 years.
yeah,
That's amazing. That, now you're traveling. Now you can I know we talked about that before. Now you're traveling in a longer trips, right? Like now, not,
yeah.
not just like a 1 day trip, but now you're traveling lot, right?
Well, yes, it seems to become my focus though is the travel part.
Yeah,
So,
because now you're more confident, right, in that your body can take the long travels, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, I was traveling before, but now that be more traveling, so I do have the travel bug. So,
That's okay. Right. So you're enjoying life more, right? Because it's now that now that you lost 100 pounds, the body move with more ease and you can actually right. So you're going to Costa Rica again with us. Yes.
yes, that's the plan to go again. Yes. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
And
Um,
then skiing, I really enjoyed skiing this winter. It was, well, of course, before that, though, I had my knee had been sore. So I think that was probably part of the reason that I had stopped skiing as well. And then I found out it's much better now.
yeah,
And then,
there's no more weight on the joints and less
yeah,
inflammation, right? So
yeah,
now you can
yeah.
enjoy skiing back again. That's so awesome. Like I still remember that day. I'm like, oh my God, you were just went skiing. That's amazing. Um, so what made you consider hiring a weight loss coach? Did you have any fears, question like anything around that? But what was it kind of like, okay, I need a weight loss coach?
Well, I knew I needed direction because I wasn't going to be able to do this completely on my own without support from someone and from a program as well. And being that I got to meet you, and I, after talking to you with about the program, I thought perhaps this is the right fit for me to do this. And I know I needed to do something because I couldn't continue on the way I was, where the weight was increasing. It wasn't certainly decreasing. So I just needed that support. And then having the part where there was going to be the physical activity part of it, or the doing some activity like the walking and then doing the weights. I thought, yes, I don't mind doing that. So this would be a good fit. And then I had the support of my husband with this as well. So yeah.
Amazing.
So he's of course seen the changes, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Can he recognize you? It's like, hey, I just
Oh,
got a new wife. Thank you. That's amazing.
yes, this is my new wife, Nancy.
That's amazing. So, based on the experience you had from our time so far together, how has it shaped the way you show up from every day to day? How do you show up now, for health? Like I know from day to day time, right? I know when we were traveling, you were quite focused. Now you exactly know what to do, what not to do, right? So you've learned a lot.
Yeah, yes, you're right. I've learned a lot, that's for sure. And I still have that focus, but I think that's part of me being focused.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
uh, and and just learning from what the experience has been, that's for sure. So and I think it's been such a transformation for me. There's all those apprehension at the beginning when you do this type of thing. It's because it's something new for you, and you think there's all I call it the what ifs. And I think our first meeting, well, what if this, what if that? Like, can I travel? What if I, or uh, even thinking, will I be able to do this? What if I can't do this program? So, and that's the possibility that could happen too, right? So, but once it got going and feeling more comfortable, I think it's feeling more comfortable with the program as
right,
well.
right.
So it helps, and
Yeah,
knowing that you're there, even
yeah,
though maybe there's times I didn't always reach out to you about something, but I knew you're always there.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think that
and
support is a big element, right? And you in the success, right?
And yeah, and then your explanation of the program, I think it made it understandable. And but you learn more when you're actually in the program. So
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
yes,
And I love how it's like a new job, right? Like every new job, you have to learn something, and I love that. What if I'm not going to be able to do it, but you did it, right? So
yeah,
and this confidence will trickle down into your everyday life as well, right? Because now you trust yourself more, knowing that you did it. I was just guiding. You did the whole work. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yes.
Amazing.
Well, and I'm certainly glad that I've gone on this journey. So it's almost like this has become my job during this last uh, time I've been in the program. So,
That's
and then just to maintain going forward, which I will. My goal is to keep maintaining. So,
yeah. So now you have tools. Now you know exactly what you need to do, right? To keep going, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Good.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Nancy, thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. And you have been such an inspiration to the community and to women around. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us today. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Maya, for your support too. So, I'm certainly, as I already said, I'm glad I've gone on to this journey. So it's been such a positive thing, and everybody that sees me, they say, "Oh my goodness, look at you now." So
I know. Yeah, I know. Even your doctor, right? Your doctor as
yeah,
well mentioned,
yeah,
right?
yes.
Yes.
So
And you are
and
on the blood test meds, right? We didn't even talk about that. That's
oh
amazing.
yes, 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 getting off your blood pressure medication, that was a bonus I felt at the time. So, and he supported that after visiting him a couple times just
Yeah. That's
to
amazing.
yeah, it is pretty amazing. So it's been an amazing experience actually. And this has been an amazing experience for me. So for everybody, it's going to be a different experience, I think, that they go through. So
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
good. So good. Thank you, Nancy Superstar. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your story with us. And this will conclude our little short interview today. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye bye.